Hello, this is My Sweet Mess, and welcome to my kitchen, where every week I make a mess trying new recipes in the pursuit of something sweet. This week, I am excited to try a new-to-me recipe for s'mores snack mix from Ellen and Amy at Like Mother, Like Daughter, and I'll leave the original recipe link in the show notes below. Today, we are making a snack so dangerously addictive I had to hide it from myself. From looking at the recipe steps, this would be a great recipe to let your kiddos help out with. And the best part? No oven, no mixer, just cereal, chocolate, and fun. What a great summertime recipe. So let's jump right in and get started with our mise en place. Mise en place is a French term which translates to putting in place or everything in its place. It is the process of preparing your ingredients and tools before you get started with your bake. Essentially what I'm doing is taking a look at my recipe steps and ingredient list, then measuring everything out and putting the ingredients in their own bowls as opposed to measuring and dumping as I go. There are a few more dishes at the end of the bake, but this helps me stay organized. For this bake, you'll need some cereal. I like the golden grahams because it simulates the graham cracker of a s'more. Pretzels. I'm using mini pretzels because they're easier to snack on, but goldfish pretzels or anything you've got will work. Mini marshmallows. These are key. You gotta have the marshmallows so you really drive home that s'mores flavor. And chocolate chips. And I have the semi-sweet here, but you could use milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever your family's preference is. Now that I've got my ingredients measured out, let's prep our equipment. You'll need a large bowl to mix everything in and a parchment paper lined cookie sheet. And that's it. Now that my equipment is ready and my ingredients are measured, let's get started with our snack mix. So I've got my large mixing bowl here, and I'm just going to start dumping my ingredients in. So I'll add my cereal, pretzels, marshmallows, and half of the chocolate chips into this big bowl. Save the other half of the chocolate chips for later. Stir it up or toss it just until it looks well mixed. Let's take a moment for the slow-mo snack toss. Once everything looks nicely mixed together, grab your parchment paper lined pan we prepared earlier and lay that glorious mess on your parchment paper. Next, we'll take the rest of the chocolate chips that we saved from earlier and microwave it in 30-second bursts, stirring in between. Once your chocolate is silky smooth and smells delicious, pour it into a zip-top bag and snip a teeny tiny corner of your bag. Next, channel your inner chocolatier and drizzle that over your snack mix. Zigzag, loop-de-loop, whatever makes you happy, and your snack look like it belongs in a gourmet store or an art gallery. Once your chocolate art is finished, let it sit and do its thing until the chocolate is completely dry and hard. You can go walk your dog or watch the chocolate dry, it's up to you. I've got some chores to do around the house, so I'll be back here in a bit. Once the chocolate is set, it is time to break it into snackable pieces. I'm going to just lift my parchment paper up and pour it into a serving bowl, which sort of breaks it up on its own anyway. Doesn't that look delicious, fun, and festive? Let me get myself a little taste here and see what the fruits of our labor produced. Let me make sure I get a little bit of everything here. I've got a chocolate, marshmallow, pretzel, graham, cereal bite, and it is definitely reminiscent of a s'more. It is sweet and salty with a nice hint of chocolate there. When I make this again, I'll use goldfish pretzels because they're smaller and it's easier to snack on. And I will melt all of the chocolate instead of leaving chocolate chips and then melted chocolate. For some reason, the chocolate chips seem to fall to the bottom of the bowl, so you don't get chocolate in every bite. Whereas if you melted all of the chocolate, then you definitely will get chocolate in every bite. So there you have it. A salty, sweet, crunchy, chewy, no bake, magic, delicious snack. And it came together really quickly. Thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you'll share what you learned with me in the comments below. And remember, trying new things is messy, but the end result can be pretty sweet. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.